Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin and Mari in Tech, and we're here today with another action Taimanin video. So for today, we do have more footage from Ultra that we need to get out. This run is going to be Red Tokiko on the New Year's event, but she's running wood. So,
I mean, it's gonna be in the title, so.
yeah, she's running wood. So prepare for a long one.
I'm not ready for this. My body's not ready for this, dude. It really ain't. Oh well, we'll see. Bro, Ultra really likes to hit himself in the wall a lot with these challenges.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man. It's like Ultra started it, now people they love it. I don't know why.
I mean, if they love it, that's good though. Like, I mean, it makes sense though because like there's no other contact to do after once you're done towers, so it makes sense. Not mad.
The thing I worry about is that I think people want me to do it, and I really don't want to do it. I don't want to do a wood run.
I'm gonna do it, but like I have to do one just because I did say I'm gonna do one. So
I just don't even know who I would do it with. Like, so he's using the 3 red Taimanin arts that basically work for red. He's using Yugi in the main slot,
Yuki.
and then Ibuki, and Homer Simpson.
Oh,
Hi, Homer.
10% more damage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Ultra.
getting hit harder.
What have you gotten yourself into, my dudes?
Remember, he has those tanky awakenings, so. But still. And he does get that fat 70% HP. Because he has like every supporter maxed. Alright, well, we'll just settle down and get into it. And yeah, it's going to be a slow one. Watching her slog through bonus 3. Like, Ultra, you can do these on hard mode. You don't have to come to bonus 3. Also, he named the video Red fucking Tokiko. But he like censored out the fucking with like stars and @ symbols and stuff. Like if you've ever played like old RPGs when they curse and they censored the words like that. So like that's pretty funny. Ugh, the damage. Oh no, it's so tiny.
So tiny, dude. Holy shit.
Well, okay, so I want to talk about because Felicia's here, so the tier list we're gonna be making one soon.
Dated one basically for now because it's kind of long overdue.
Yeah, like I didn't want to put one out like too soon after the last one because like I don't want to make a tier list every time a character comes out. I want to wait for like stuff to happen in the game before we make one. But yeah, it's definitely overdue at this point. I only want to wait for Asuka, her limited gear.
Her limited gear is gonna depend because we got her buffs now, so it's literally probably like in a week or two we're gonna get it basically now. So
yeah, like because I know I've been saying for months we'll do it when like the new character comes around, and now it's Felicia. But since Asuka got her buff so fast, I'm like, we'll just wait the extra couple weeks and see what happens to her. Because I don't want to like put Asuka in like, you know, doo-doo tier. Because her buff really did suck ass.
I mean, I actually tested her this morning.
Oh, you're gonna say it feels good? Oh no,
no. Okay. Let me just say right now what I'll say. The kill on missiles, because I don't know if you tried the kill on missiles before, haven't you?
No, because it's like one of those skills that need more slots, so I just never used it.
So I tried it. It now I understand what it meant now. So what it meant now is that the kilo missiles now. Before you had the thing, it was super clunky because she had to do an animation or like they took a while to come out of her. Now when you I would say like attack or is it or I don't even know what the hell. But now whenever you use the kilo missiles, they come out instantly now. Like they just come out quicker now, like a snap on a finger now.
Yeah, but are they even good? That's the thing. Like, does it even do? Because that's the issue people have with her is that she doesn't even hit hard.
From what I can tell, I, here's the thing. I will say this much now: kill missiles is probably good if you have the 4 skill slot because it does amp up the damage more. But the damage, like, and this is with just only having the machine supporter we have, the mechanic chick. So, uh, it doesn't do that much. I'll be real with you. Like, I will be real with you. It doesn't do that much, but it's like it's a nice change. And I do like that the mod punch is like it basically tracks the enemy now, and even if you kill them, you go to the next enemy. But she has no super armor. That's my biggest problem with that skill. Cause like
That's
I
what
was
I
trying her
mean.
with
Why wouldn't they add super? Oh, cause so she can home in on enemies, but now if you're fighting a Taimanin boss, they're still gonna knock you over.
yeah, cause
Like that.
I immediately felt it because it's like, dude, the frogs, the bubble they shoot out of their mouth, they knock her away. I'm like, damn, dude, like this would be such a cool if they had a super armor too. But it's like,
That's why I want to
eh.
wait to see, cause dude, they like, man, oh my god, I just that buff, man. I'm glad that I mean, okay, so you're saying it's not that bad of a buff, I guess, but like,
It's not bad, but the problem is that it's blue. Like it's mostly the blue Asuka. The problem is most of the blue supporters are going for blue characters specifically. They're not like it's not gonna help her that much because they're locked. The supporters are good for the blue, but they're locked from blue characters only. That's my biggest issue with her.
yeah, that's what I mean, like, but assuming that because the buff is based off most of her blue shit, then her supporter may be blue. Then we'll have to
I
just go from there and see what happens. But I hope well whatever they do to her helps people because there are people like who really like her and they want her to be good and Fox is one of them. Like Fox has said like he'll probably quit if she sucks.
that would suck if he leaves the
Yeah, I would
community
I
though.
would hate that if he quit because he's like really active.
Yeah. Plus he really likes this game too, but I wouldn't blame him because like for some people like that character's the only reason they're playing the game. So
That is true. That is both real and true. Some people just want to play with their favorite character, and that's why I need these buffs to matter. I was talking to Soulstar today in private chat, and he made a good statement that I wanted to share with everyone. He basically was saying the problem with character buffs is that a lot of their character. Okay, so we'll just use Felicia as an example. She's an OP little gremlin, and she smells like Jolly Ranchers. But so someone like Felicia, when her buff comes, she's already good. She's just gonna be better.
yeah,
And
it's the same thing with Shizuru. She's already a good character. She doesn't need anything. If anything, they're gonna get like small tweaks, but like that's about it though. Like that's
but
it
that's the
though.
thing.
Cause like
Anything done to them that isn't a negative, they don't need. So like any
yeah, they
positive they
don't.
get is just like yeah, you're just making stronger. And pretty much what Soul said was characters like Kirara, Ingrid, and Asuka they're kind of neglected. Like they're not
Mm-hmm.
very good, and they're like as we saw at Asuka, her buff wasn't very good. Like okay, you say it's okay because it fixed the skills that were like not good at all. But it still didn't
Yeah,
like
but
tweak her main
yeah,
skills that people use, and those even needed to be better. So it's like, but basically he says the weaker characters just get thrown a bone, while the stronger characters just get stronger and stronger. And it's true, they just threw Asuka a bone because they had to, not because like they were trying to fix her or anything. And that's what I don't like about limited sets for some characters is, it's like the character just doesn't get a proper buff, they don't get proper attention. They're just getting like, oh here I have to do this, so here you go. And that doesn't come
no,
off like
I
that they
do
really
agree.
care about the character.
No, I do agree with you with that. Like a lot of like I would say Tokiko got neglected pretty much for like 2 as well because she's in the same boat as well.
Yeah, but Tokiko, they released a lot of supporters that do help her recently.
Yeah,
But
but
like,
that
yeah,
was
until she
after
gets a
though.
real buff, yeah, she is
Yeah.
still a bad character. It's just the supporters you can give her make her good. Like her blue build is really good. I'll give her
Yeah,
that.
like that. Yeah, because but we're talking about her being when she was released,
Oh yeah,
basically. It took,
release, yeah, exactly. She was due to.
yeah, like people had a lot of issues with her, so I'm
And then,
not
and
really
then
surprised.
another issue is now that the supporters that we've gotten help her a lot, people might come under the impression that she's good, and then her buff might suck, even though she needs a not suck buff. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah, because right now Ultra thinks like I think that I don't know if he thinks because I haven't talked to him, but I think blue Tokiko is basically her best color now. Like that's her go-to. He doesn't really go red or green with her.
Well,
So
that's the
like if
thing. I
anything,
saw him putting screenshots up of green last night. I don't know what his plans are. From the way he worded it, he says he's in the lab with Tokiko. I don't know if he's like come to a conclusion on a build,
he's
but he
oh
did just
he's
send me a bunch of Tokiko footage, so we'll have more. I just wanted to
it's
get
bas
this out because this is older.
oh so it's basically Dexter's laboratory. That's what
Yeah,
Ultra's
he's
doing.
literally over there like mad scientist on Tokiko right now. Even though his Tokiko
Yeah,
was already good, he's over there still in like 10,000 gravity in the hyperbolic time chamber training her. Like he's like, no, I want to do more with her. So
yeah,
yeah,
it
there'll
makes
be more
sense.
Tokiko footage in the next week because I think he just sent me like 5 vids or some crap of her.
I
Um,
mean, he wants her to be useful, but the problem is how much is it gonna take though for just to figure her out,
I'm
basically.
surprised he's still alive. I mean, I didn't expect him to die because he has that awakening, but like just watching him like poke away at these with this little bit of damage is cancer. Because
This
it's
is
like he's
just
just
like,
throwing peanuts at them.
for me, this is like stroke gameplay. Like to me, this is like I'm trying to learn how to play fucking Yasuo in League. Like that's how I fucking. I cannot play those characters for shit. But damn, Ultra, you got my fucking seal of approval
Yeah,
for
like I
for
wouldn't even stick around this long. I'll be like, what? This has been 8 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go use any other character. What is he waiting? What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. What his plan is here.
I was gonna say he's trying to get more particles.
No, he's gonna be waiting a while for those particles. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Yeah, like I really feel like the weaker characters, like I don't know, man. I don't know if they have a means of getting the feedback because they said in the dev video like something about like feedback and when there's more feedback we'll make changes. But like, where are we giving them this feedback? How are they getting it? Like, are they watching my channel? Because like I know the other content creators just say everything is great all the
Yeah,
time. They never complain about anything. When I
yeah,
check their
it's
Facebook, no
true.
one is ever complaining. Like even when Tokiko sucked, people weren't on their Facebook like she sucks, fix her. They were just like, wow,
Yeah,
she's so hot. I love Tokiko. And I'm like the only person saying stuff is bad and they need to fix it.
yeah, because I think the big problem too is that like for other content creators, they're just like how you say it, sugarcoating or the way I would like to pronounce it, they just kiss too much ass basically. Like they're trying
At
to be
this
in the
point, they
good side
suck
for the thing.
ass. They just suck butthole. They're like, oh wow, thanks Grimmery, heavy pack? Sure. Oh wow, thanks Grimmery, leveling packs that charge us and throw a buy now screen in our face every 10 levels? Sure. And I mean, yeah, I like the leveling packs, but I can also understand that when you're free to play, you do not want a buy now screen every 10 levels. That shit's like mad intrusive.
Yeah,
Like that's
because
the
for
thing
some
that makes
people,
people quit games actually. Like if people don't know that,
yeah,
especially
it's
like
true.
in like free to play MMOs, when you're playing and you're kind of immersed and then a buy now screen pops up, that just makes your dick shrivel. Like no one wants
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because it basically tells you that you can't beat it, so you need this to help you out, basically.
Exactly. Oh, especially when you get a game over and like a buy now screen. You're game over, but if you buy this, you make it through it. Go pull some gotcha. So like while I like the leveling packs, I do understand why, free to play players or even light spenders who don't want to spend, that much would hate them because they're in your face. It's literally intrusive. Um,
True.
so it is what it is. Like, yeah, I'll always be honest. Like, I don't think AT is like your friendly neighborhood gotcha. I think it's a pay to win ass cash grab of a gotcha. And I just hope that all the money that they're making is actually going to lead to a good game later on, which the game has gotten way better. So I'll give it that. It has gotten way better from what it was, but it still
Oh,
needs more. It needs a real end game to do.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, another thing that the game does need, it needs more contact. Like, it needs more other hard contacts besides tower every 6 months, basically. You need like monthly hard contact, basically, to keep players playing the game basically
Yeah, because
instead
the
of like,
people who
oh,
are here a long time are just bored because they're like, oh, I'm buying all this gacha. I'm doing all this, that, and the third, and the only thing I'm really training for is tower, which never really comes up. And then when I beat the tower, if I actually kill the stuff, I can't repeat it. And bonus was like hard at first, when we first got bonus 3, it was like, oh wow, this is it, this is it. But now bonus is just a joke. Like everyone's
no,
running through
because
bonus 3 like it's a joke. Like
no,
this man's
because the
wearing wood right now. He's doing bonus
yeah,
3.
he's
So
not to mention the fact that like after we saw the new tower floors, yeah, that you can't compare them to this because they're a completely different beast.
yeah, and whatever comes out in tower later is probably again going to be a completely different level. So, but the game needs something to engage old players. The game also needs something to tell new players, hey, look, it's going to be all right. Because new players start this game and they get some stuff, but this
But
game
no,
doesn't properly prepare new players for anything. Like once the weekly rewards with the ultra rare ticket run out, because I think for your first 4 weeks they give you a UR ticket with your login. And then they have like this new streak when you start the game where like it gives you like a list of like missions to do, kind of like a campaign. That's there now, but those rewards just aren't enough for some people. Like some new players will burn through that in a day or two and be like, okay, well, now I'm stuck having to pull gacha because I have no supporters, and I'm like, if it depends on what they get from their tickets, but they're not gonna have a lot of supporters. They're not may not even get an ultra rare weapon. So it's
yeah,
like,
it is fair.
then they're stuck having to go into the damn gacha, and they may not even have gyms for that, because maybe they didn't like their character and they brought a new one. Because not everyone goes to YouTube right away and says, who's the best character in Action Taimanin? Most normal people download Action Taimanin and just start playing. So they
Yeah, and
don't
then for
know
some,
anything about what they're doing.
yeah, like like it's like just think of it like this, Mario. Imagine the three starting characters were not that good anymore. Like how
Oh,
if they were,
God.
yeah, it would have been bad. But the good thing about it though is that those characters have been like you basically have probably the best, potentially the best red character. You have the third best blue character, and then you have the second best green character in the game, basically,
Yeah,
giving to
I'll
you
give
for
that. The
free.
starter characters are death's worth it, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like basically what the game, because right now AT's issue isn't the middle game of AT is good. So like when you're building your account and you're like, okay, I'm building up my waifu. Maybe you're enchanting her. Maybe you're still building up your facilities, and you're doing the stuff that where you're just still building your account up in general. You're engaged. You have stuff to do. You have a reason to do your dailies. You need the match. You need the gold. And yeah, people complain about not having gold at this point, but that's good because you have something to do. The issue right now is the end game and the early game. The early game is so like daunting, some
Rough.
people just quit.
Yeah,
What?
it's like the early game is rough as hell, but then once you get to the end game, where is it though? That's the problem.
And
Like
that's
one
the
thing
issue with
Tower.
end game. Once you get past the middle game and you're like us and your characters are decked out to do tower, you literally have nothing to do. Like yeah, we do the events and stuff, but I usually finish the events like day 1 or 2, and I don't rush it. Like I read through it, I enjoy the story, and then I do it. It's just easy for my characters. Like I don't even play the events. Emily does them for me. Like literally, it's just, hey Emily, and can you do this? And she's like, sure, Ara. And she goes and does it. So it's like,
Aurora.
yeah, she just auras all over the place while she auto attacks stuff. Like this event, I just used Emily. I literally didn't play the event outside of the bonus stages. And I could have sent Emily to do that. The only reason I didn't is because I wanted to show you guys the footage, so I played it. So that's the point a lot of endgame players are at, where we don't even need to really interact with the game because we have a fucking Emily.
Yeah, that's true. For literary dailies, I am still the only person who doesn't have her yet, surprisingly.
So, like, no, I didn't really want to turn this into like a complaint video, but the end game does need a look to keep people engaged. Like Ultra's idea about a monthly color tower, where like 1 month we have green, 1 month red, like that would be like a dream. Because it'll just give us something every month. Maybe it'll just be like, I don't know, we'll say like the 10th of every month or some shit, right? Like, okay, so the 10th of this month, or next month, because the 10th already passed for February. It'll be like, okay, so here's the blue tower. and then you do that, and you have a month to complete it, and then on the 10th of the following month, the green tower comes out, and then you have a month, and then they just rotate month to month. That alone would give people something to do. You could just make it like a 50-floor tower. It doesn't even need to be harder than regular tower. It just needs to be harder than like bonus 3. To give people like, just to make them feel a little bit engaged.
Plus,
and multiplayer would just be a welcome addition at this point.
Yeah, like a guild or something like that.
Oh, I would love clans do it. I would immediately start one. And no one would join it. Oh, maybe actually people might join it, but you know. Clans are cool because yeah, I would just have like you, Ultra, and like Sui, and like just like the people from my server, like Soulstar. Then the rat that watches me, he'll join, the sewer rat. He's always welcome in the guild. Oh, Tokiko, please. You're taking forever. It's just...
This is rough, though. This is
dude, I don't know why he does this to himself.
He's... I call him a Giga Chad, but this is like literally the definition of you being an actual Giga Chad.
This is like Ultra Giga Mega Supreme Chad. He's like, I'm gonna take off all of my armor, and you can use a sword, and I'll use my fist. Like, you know, he's like, and I'll still win. Cause it's like he's throwing like pennies at them. Like literally, 2,000 damage is so little.
Yeah, I can see why red is really fucking.
Yeah,
like,
red Tokiko's rough.
Yeah, cause blue is by far her best one.
I wonder what he'll tell me because he's gonna watch the video and probably say something to me in a DM. But like, Ultra, what made you do this? Like, what made you decide one day I'm gonna use red Tokiko and I'm gonna do bonus 3 with her with a wooden weapon?
How many tries this took you, my boy? Like,
yeah, how many tries did this take? I want to know if he just came in and one-shot this, because her health is getting pretty low, so I know they can kill her like over time. So like. Dude, I want to know if he sat there for like a day and this took like mad tries, or if this was just like a one run, like this was the first run he did. I have so many questions about this. And now I know what this is going to do. This is going to inspire fantasy, because he's going to be like, wow, red Tokiko, and then he's going to do wood videos. And I still have a bunch of wooden videos from him. I haven't forgotten you, fantasy. It was just, we have a lot going on right now with the cotton candy gremlin and just other stuff, but like, yeah, no, like, oh my god. It's wooden runs, man. It blows my mind. That's why I'm like, why do people like them so much?
I mean, people love them, they love them, dude. There's no arguing about it.
Well, hey, I'll give it this. There may not be a lot to do in in-game, but if you do wooden runs, you literally can make your own fun.
Yep.
Oh my god, they're finally almost dead. Praise be to Yevon. I'll give her this. At least she's damaging them evenly. Like, it's not like one of them has 1,000 life bars and the other one's about to die. They're like, you know. What were you gonna say?
Well, like before we like get like wrapping up the video, because as always we're gonna wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tier list, we're basically, it's like we pretty much are almost like done getting the information for most of the characters, because both me and Mari and his community pretty much know where each character basically placed on. It's just that we're waiting for Asuka's limited gear at this point.
Oh, look at Ultra's phone background. That's sick. Well, I see that, Ultra.
Future Gohan.
Yeah, yep. Fucking Gohan. That looks so sick, dude.
You know what's funny? We're literally getting this. This is the next one we're gonna get for Global Dokkan.
Now, is that like a Masenka, or is that like a one-handed Kamehameha? What is that he's doing?
It's a one-handed, because this is the one when he's fighting the androids when he dies, basically.
Okay, so that is a one-handed Kamehameha. That's sick.
Yeah. The OST for the new one we get for Dokkan is fire, though. I gotta say that.
Well, yeah, that's the video, and yeah, the tier list, like Tak was saying, it's coming. Just I want to wait for Asuka, because I don't want to like tier her and then she ends up being like the second coming of Christ with her limited gear. So, because all they have to do is give her limited gear that like Morisaki or Noah, that gives some sustain or something cool.
Yeah.
And then I can see her snowballing and being good, because like it's either give her sustain, or give her damage. And if they buffed her blue skills, like I said before, they're probably going to come out with a blue supporter, which means she's going to be probably ending up sustaining and tanky. So who knows? We'll just have to see. But
yep.
And I haven't even gotten a leak about this yet. So like I'm genuinely in the dark. I don't know.
I think that everyone's in the dark with her right now because they're like, and I'm expecting within in a week or two we're gonna get like a teaser. Like, guess what this is? And it's like, oh, it's also like a supporter.
Yeah, they're like, guess who? Their teasers are always so obvious too, and they're like, guess what? Guess who? Guess who's coming? Like it's like we know. Like
yeah, we know.
But yeah, that's the video. God, future Gohan, man. Can he be playable in AT? Just imagine him running around shooting Kamehamehas from the palm like the man. Oh man, that's so funny. But thank you for sitting through this tack, cause that was long. Ultra, please. Why Red Tokiko? Either way, thank you, tack. Thank you, Ultra. I appreciate the footage, and you're a bigger man than me, cause you're a better man than me, because I wouldn't sit there for 23 minutes for Red Tokiko with a wooden weapon. I just would never do that. I would never make the conscious decision to do that. Like, that's something I would do to, like, make my kid not want to play video games anymore. Like, oh, you like video games, huh? Well, if you can do this, then you can play all the video games you want. Because I know he'd give up. I'd be like, yeah, screw you. He'd be like, screw you, Dad. I'm not doing that. So that's almost like video game, like, punishment. Like, doing Red Tokiko with wood. But either way, I appreciate the footage. It was fun to watch. It's cool to see that you cleared it after all that time, because if they had killed you, I would have felt really bad. Like that wolf video, where he was like alive for so long, and then they finally got him, and I was like, no! But that video was hype. Either way, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Smash the bell, because the algorithm is Red Tokiko with wood, and it needs to be better. And yeah, with that, you boys and girls have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Toodles!